What if your watch is less of a fashion statement and more of a survival tool? That's exactly what the G-Shock Mudmaster brings to the table. Compass, thermometer, brute strength. It's a wrist-mounted toolbox for the wild. But is it too much for a daily wear? Let's find out. Hello and welcome back to our channel, Wristworthy, and here we dig into watches not just as specs and price tags, but as stories, why they exist, who they are made for, and how they feel when you actually wear them. Casio's G-Shock legacy began back in 1983 with the GW-5000C, a watch built to defy shock resistance by suspending its module inside a hollow case, effectively floating it to observe the impact. Over time, G-Shock evolved with ever tougher features like shock resistance, mud resistance, water resistance, and the well-known Master of G series. The first officially mud-resistant watch, a predecessor to today's Mudmaster, was introduced in 1985. The Mudmaster line really came into form in 2015 with the analog digital GW-1000, packing in triple sensor, tough solar power for the truly rugged, set it and forget it outdoor watch. A year later, in 2016, Casio released the GG-1000 series as a smaller, more affordable junior Mudmaster, trading solar power for twin sensors, compass and thermometer, but retaining serious durability. Now this Mudmaster shows off that earthy tan look, delivering the same field-ready tools in a package that packs less punch in bulk, but keeps all the grit. Today, G-Shock stands tall in the tough watch community, known as the go-to for affordability and durability. Casio is a trusted brand globally and competing with brands like Citizen's ProMaster or Timex Expedition series. G-Shock brought that toughness to mainstream prices. Among affordable rugged watches, Casio still feels like a reliable sidekick, solid, capable, and never pretentious. And for the price, its features punch well above its weight class. This watch is a beast on the wrist. It's about 56.2 mm wide, 55.3 mm tall, and 17.3 mm thick. It wears big, but surprisingly feels balanced. If you like chunky, purposeful watches, you're in for a treat. The retail price of the watch is 19,995 Indian rupees, which is about $230 US. I purchased it for about 11,500 Indian rupees, and if you wait for sale, you can easily grab it for 13 to 14k in India. When you compare it with watches like Citizen ProMaster or the Timex Expedition or Tide Temp Compass, the Mudmaster still stands out. Timex offers Indiglow for clear nighttime visibility and does pack in sensors, but it doesn't feel anywhere near as tough as Mudmaster on the wrist. The Mudmaster's shockproof G-Shock build gives it a clear edge in long-term durability, and it usually comes in at a friendlier price point too. The case and the bezel are durable resin with a bead-blasted tin finish, giving it that rugged feel. Sides and edges are chunky and textured for grip, even with the gloves. The bezel wraps the glass with thick protection, built like a turtle shell. The buckle is solid metal, plain, reliable, and utilitarian. The resin strap is thick and grippy. It won't win fashion awards, but it won't fail you. It comes with a mineral glass, not as premium as sapphire, but perfectly suited for a watch built to take a beating. It handles scratches and knocks reasonably well, and if it ever does need replacing, it's inexpensive. In a watch like this, it totally makes sense. It's all about practicality over luxury. Dial is an analog digital hybrid, big luminous hands, and markers paired with negative type LCD window. However, the olive green and black versions are equipped with positive display. The LCD part handles things like time, alarm, stopwatch, and wall time, but contrast can fade at odd angles. The negative display makes it look stealthy, but sacrifices some readability, especially in low light conditions. The buttons are sealed and big enough to hit with the gloves. It stays light at about 94 grams, so the chunkiness doesn't become exhausting. This is how the Mudmaster lights up in the dark. You get luminous hands and markers that glows well after exposure, paired with an LED backlight. The lume does its job for quick glances, but the digital display isn't as clear at night. Now that we have seen it in action, let's try it on and find out if it is wrist-worthy or not. When I first put it on, I thought it would dominate my wrist, but it took me by surprise. It felt more like a handy tool than a block. The sensors aren't just as gimmick, they are genuinely fun to use. Hit the compass button and the second hand swing to north. In bright daylight, the display is sharp and easy to read, though at night, it's the luminous hands that shine while the digital window fade into the background. On wrist, it feels ready for anything, rain, knocks, or just daily grind. The strap holds firm, yet stays comfortable even when sweaty after a long day. And the weight? It's solid enough to remind you it's there, but not so heavy that it ever drags you down. The G-Shock Mudmaster doesn't whisper that it's tough, it shouts it. Most watches are built to look good on the wrist. This one's built to survive whatever you throw at it. That's the Mudmaster for you. It's not for neat, obsessed minimalist, but for explorer, adventurer, and gear lover in you. It's a faithful tool, a solid recommendation for anyone who doesn't baby their watches or want one that thrives when others would break. In conclusion, this is a true rugged watch that laughs at abuse. With the Mudmaster, G-Shock has nailed ruggedness and practicality at a fair price. It's a fully capable field watch with a compass, thermometer, alarm, and a look that says you're ready for anything. So what's the downside? Very minor ones. No solar charges, negative display, but overall, it delivers what it promises. Solid reliability, real functions, and rough and ready charm. It stands proud among its rivals and stays true to its G-Shock DNA, built to endure, not just to look pretty. Thank you for tagging along. I hope this gave you the real insight, not just another list of specs. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Comment below what do you think of the Casio Mudmaster. Let us know what you consider a watch like this. Don't forget to subscribe for more honest watch reviews and hit the bell icon for more wrist-worthy content. That's all for now. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, wear what speaks to you, stay curious, and stay wrist-worthy.